Hi everyone, so I'm just going to go through the answers to Tuesday's work. So we started off with a triangle which had points 1, 1 for A, 3, 1 for B, and then 4, 5 for C. So this is the original triangle here. And the first question was to reflect the triangle ABC in the x-axis. And we had to label that image P. So when we're reflecting in the x-axis here becomes the mirror line, and then when we do the reflection, it's going to land on top of the triangles, as we can see here. So we can see our reflected points here become 1 minus 1, 3 minus 1, and 4 minus 5. Then we had to reflect that image in the y-axis and label it Q, which we can see here. So we end up now with minus 1, minus 1, minus 3, minus 1, and minus 4, minus 5. And then the final reflection in the x-axis takes us to R, which is here, which is indeed minus 1, 1, minus 3, 1, and then minus 4, 5. The final part was to describe the reflection that will move triangle ABC to triangle R. So what reflection would move this triangle here to this triangle here? And what we can see is if we use the y-axis as our mirror line, it would indeed translate this triangle to this triangle here. And so it's a reflection in the y-axis that would translate our original triangle to triangle R. Okay, the next part was to start to make some conclusions about reflecting in the x-axis. So we can see, first of all, if we start with point A, which was 2, 1, if we reflect it in the x-axis, we can see it becomes 2, minus 1. Point B was 0, 5, and then reflection in the x-axis means it's now 0, minus 5. Point C was, just double check, minus 3, 3. So that was this point here. Reflection in the x-axis brings it to minus 3, minus 3. And then D, 3, minus 2. And then reflection in the x-axis becomes 3, 2. So what happens when we reflect in the x-axis is our y-coordinate changes, and we can see that. So our y-coordinate, so we're moving, even though we're reflecting in the x-axis here, because the x-axis is our mirror line, it's actually the y-axis that it's moving up and down, and so that goes from a positive, if it was originally a positive value, it becomes a negative value, and if it was a negative value to start with, it becomes a positive value. And then we can see that's the similar case, or the same theory for reflection in the x-axis. So if we start with reflection in the y-axis. So if we start with point A, which is 2, 1, we reflect in the y-axis, then we can see it's the x-coordinate that changes to minus 2, 1. B, point B was 0, 5. Now again, reflection in the y-axis when it's on the mirror line means the point won't change, so that was quite interesting. Then we had 3, minus 2. So we go for 3 along, minus 2 up. Oh, apologies, I've drawn it as 3, 2. It should indeed be 3, minus 2. So down here, reflection in the y-axis is just going to move it to this position here. So it becomes minus 3, 2, minus 2. So again, it's changing the x-axis coordinate. D was minus 4, minus 3, which we can see here. Reflection in the y-axis is going to bring change in the x-coordinate to 4 minus 3. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, good work guys. And today what I want you to do is just to have a go at the final reflections work, which is attached to your Show My Homework.